So Kelly's got a solid plan of 3 rods for the day.
Well, maybe 4.
Oh.
Right now we're at 3, but maybe
Okay.
4.
Rod number 1?
Actually, this is ready to go.
Bro, that color though.
Well, this is my old school right here.
Dude.
This is old school. This is money right here.
That was one of my confidence baits coming up as a kid, man. The Fat Free Shad and crawfish.
This was a standard staple for all crawdad. And, you know,
Hold that thing up close so these guys can see what that looks like. We got a little backlight issue. Oh, there you go. Rotate it a little bit. There you go. Look at that. You don't see that coloration often anymore. Actually, some of those Megabass S cranks that I just got from Japan are very close to that.
You know, you're right. In that same color scheme.
And that's what I got pretty excited about.
In fact,
Uh-oh. Going into the Puppo stash.
I never showed you this, but actually, I have.
That was the size for me too, the 1/4 ounce.
I have a.
That was the deal.
Yeah, this is the deal. These are the original.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, but these are the Fat Frees that they don't make no more.
Mm-hmm.
Not the color. I'm just saying, just this. They retooled.
They're bombers now.
They retooled everything, and they're not the same. The rattling, all the components, everything's been changed through their suppliers and manufacturing process. The old ones are the best. Actually, I just got these. These are the silents. These are silent 22s.
It's a good looking bait.
They're silent. They're not. There's no rattles in them.
I started fishing those probably about 10 years ago.
But this is another.
Oh yeah, is that chili bowl?
That's just a sleeper color right there. You know, in fact, that'll be joining me tomorrow too. But this is my this is just my inventory of backup.
Oh, okay.
I don't even get into this. This is like.
That's the backup.
That's backup. Yeah, that's just like. Yeah, when I knew I had an opportunity to get these when they were on sale, I bought a bunch of them. You know,
nice.
So I had to tap into that. Hey, you know, crankbaits. Here today, gone tomorrow. You know, this color right here is just a really good color as well too. You know, I like this color. I like this orange belly.
Why?
It just the color of the belly.
Because fish eat it, duh.
And related to a crawdad, I do really good on this as well. I don't care where I'm at. It doesn't matter. All up and down the West Coast. I throw this crankbait anywhere, any place. It just catches, flat out catches them.
Okay.
I'm talking color here.
Okay.
I'm just talking colors right now.
That pattern, that craw, red, orange.
Pattern, you know, craw pattern, you know. It's just been really good to me. And I'll throw that early in the year, right? In fact, I'm going to have, I have that brown one tied on, but I'm going to have the backup. And my backup color go-to color will be this right here. This will be my go-to backup color right here for tomorrow.
What are you cranking with as far as a rod, reel, and line?
So this actually is a Performance Tackle custom rod, and this is the only crankbait rod. It's one of a kind, and it was my first crankbait. In fact, I have another crankbait rod, the original crankbait rod series that Mark came out that he had. I believe they're 8 feet, and I broke one accidentally last year, and they cannot get that blank anymore. So what happened is Mark finally got another blank that would actually work, and it's got a little heavier tip on it. It's got a little heavier tip on it, but it's perfect for the medium to heavy deep diving crankbaits, and it just loads up very well. It's got a lot of backbone to it, but this is a perfect medium size to deep diving crankbaits. It's just all around, and I'm throwing 40-pound braid, 10 to 12 pound fluoro leader.
How long is your leader?
I fish long leaders.
Mm.
I fish long leaders. I know a lot of guys fish short leaders. I like long leaders. I have this thing with the clear water, you know, too, and also too with the fluorocarbon and the being able to. I like the. I just like it's just a mind thing for me too. But also, I don't like retying my.
The connection knot.
I don't like retying those either. So I'm usually I double my length of my rod to where I do my.
So you're casting through your reel even,
yeah, I am.
let alone your guides.
I am, and you know I've noticed, and I've fallen out, and I'm seeing a lot of other guys, and even some of the elite guys now, they're putting 30 feet. They're using 30 foot leaders now. They've changed it up. I don't know what's behind a 30 foot, but maybe it's they don't want to retie as much either. I don't know. But you do. Here's the thing. You do absorb the bite pretty good with this. If you straight braid and with a short leader, to me that's just a lot of power in a hook set or when you get bit. A lot of power. And I'm a true believer. Sometimes too much power on a crankbait with treble hooks is just a little bit too much. You're asking for too much, especially when they're jumping beside the boat. You know, I replaced my cranks with Gamakatsu.
You're a Gami round bend guy.
I've been using the Gamis for. I mean, I bought hundreds of them, so I got plenty of them. So I've been using them up. So, you know, old school works for me. You know, tomorrow you'll see.
I like it.
So I like this rod. It's telescopic. Great stick.
I'm surprised more rods aren't telescopic, especially
you know this is
bigger
so.
Stuff.
Yeah, this
people you got. You know, they were really weird about it back in the '90s. I remember that. You know, because back then they were kind of suspect. But honestly, these rod builders these days kind of got it figured out, man. I really haven't seen any detriment in performance and the ease of transport and putting them in your rod locker and your truck or your car. Far outweighs.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Going on.
See, I've had this in my boat, actually. It was tied up when I went on my last trip in August. When I was tied up. But actually, I'm just fishing. I'm fishing 25 pound. And I'm fishing iRod. And I got a new Daiwa reel on here. So, you know, this is my big bait outfit, and it's pretty versatile. You know, I'll throw just about all the big stuff on here. So I'm gonna.
So that's rod number 2.
That's rod number 2, and bait a choice. It all depends on what's going to happen, what the weather's going to be. I'm thinking about that water, what that water's going to be like tomorrow. You know, it's just. It'll be interesting. I'm going to actually. I think I am going to put on the Defiant. I think you got me really pumped up on that Defiant. You know, I'm going to put that on there.
I want you to fish.
Well, I can go with my Old Faithful too, my 10-inch cast ache, which I loved. I wanted to really do that. I can do that as well too, and that's what my intentions were, to have a cast ache tied on.
I like it.
So that's actually what I'm going to put on that other rod over there. I'm going to go old school.
I want to see you put that thing through.
I'm going to put the 10-inch cast ache to work tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to do that and break it up in the water column, and if I put my glasses on, I'll be able to see. Oh.
I noticed you got a decoy egg snap there, huh?
Oh gosh, I've been using these for I want to say 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. They're. Were
you skeptical of it at first?
Yeah, at first I was. It's kind of funky, but once it's just solid, and it's like you're not gonna open that up, and it just doesn't lose its strength, and it just.
Well, here's my rule of thumb. See that you see there's a nice black finish to it, right? Once it starts wearing off, and you've opened that thing so many times, they're so cheap. I just toss them and put a fresh snap on.
You do?
Yeah. Because you will get some wire fatigue on that snap, opening and closing them a lot. What do I know?
Yeah, I'll put a cast stake on there tomorrow. I'm not going to put that on right now. I'm not going to drag that cast stake because the plastic on those is so.
Yeah, you don't want it flopping around.
The
on the boat
plastic
and
that's on
stuff.
is that so soft, and actually so if I'm going to do that, then I wanted to have a hard bait tied on too.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to try giving it a shot.
Nice. Is that the actual bait that big fish try to eat 3 times?
Actually, yeah, this is it.
'Cause that one does have some character.
This is it. This bait, I've had to touch it up and mend it up and glue it up, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a few followers tomorrow and see what I can do, if there's gonna be anything subsurface or right up on the surface as well too. Conditions, we'll see. We'll make adjustments. But like the other rod's I'm gonna have a Defiant tied on the other rod. Definitely, I'll do that.
So you're going 3 rods right now, maybe 4, but
4, and
2 of them are going to be big bait rods.
2 of them are gonna be big. 2 more are gonna be big bait. Yeah, definitely are gonna be big bait. Yes, sir.
Those MS Slimers do have some giant screw eyes, huh?
Oh my gosh, the hardware on these is just phenomenal. It's just huge. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Definitely. Okay, so as far as crankbaits, I'm gonna go back to the crankbaits.
Man, look at that box. That's a purdy box. And you even got like hellbenders and stuff in there. That's crazy.
No, those aren't hellbenders.
What is this thing?
That's not a hellbender.
It's a Bagley though, huh?
No.
Dang, it struck out twice. Oh, it's a mud bug. Duh. I should have known that.
That's old.
Bro, I've
That's
never
as-
even used that.
That's old as you are.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a sleeper. That's another one too. I don't have many left, but that's another bait.
That's a cool box.
I got introduced on those back in the late 70s. Oh, that on the Delta. Clear Lake too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great bait.
Mud bug.
Yeah,
I mean, I see wiggle warts, I see speed traps, I see fat wraps, rattling fat wraps.
The wiggle wart.
There's like a cult following for the wiggle wart, like in the Midwest especially.
You can't. These are the original, and those are that's money right there. That bait right there is just. I don't care what it caught giants. I just wish I would have known how valuable these were, and I never thought they were gonna stop making them like they made them, and gosh, I just love these baits. I mean, you lose one of these, you're having a bad day.
Dude, I heard those things are going on eBay for like $200 to $300 a pop at one point.
Yeah, I have a few of them. They are right there, just right next. I have some chartreuse. I got chrome.
That's just a cool craw color though. That pattern. You got green.
Well,
you got brown.
You got that and that. Those are two just 2 colors that are just phenomenal. But these are just great colors.
Hot lips.
That's just
that's a man's.
No, that's just a man's.
Okay.
I believe that's a 15 right there. That'll go 15 feet. That little bait right there. That was.
You bringing any of this vintage stuff out?
No, I'm not. It's. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any of that yet. If it would be probably February.
So it's a time.
I would probably say around early or mid February. Right now, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna be throwing I'm gonna be trying. I think I'm approaching it in that 12 to 17 foot range. 12 to 20 foot range maybe, and I'll be checking that area out. I mean, like I say, that predominantly, and anything in between it, I can fish it with the deep diver. You know, I'll be able to do that. So that being said, yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of these out there. So those are gonna be out there for tomorrow.
All right, all right.
And then I'm gonna switch over.
Got a straight fat-free box even.
Yeah, definitely.
Gosh, that was the one, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna put another one of these.
Confidence in that.
Yeah, that's a good looking bait right there.
Mm.
Good looking bait. I'm gonna put that in there, and I have no idea with water quality, clarity. Not too sure about what we're gonna be getting into tomorrow.
Yeah, citrus shad.
Yeah, I don't have many of these left, and these are gold. I'm gonna just narrow it down to these 3 cranks right here.
Okay.
I have one tied down already tomorrow. So those 3 colors, or those 2 colors, that's what I'm gonna primarily hone in on.
Ooh, a little bit finessier box,
Yeah,
quarter ounce size.
this is more of a working box. I just had this was more like my post spawn, spring, summer.
Oh, there's the Puppo special, huh? I see you, bro.
That's the fat wrap right there.
I see
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's the modified color. Yeah, plenty of nice big fish on that bait right there. Man, good bait. Excellent bait. When there's more shad bait fish is when I tend to go into more of the neutral colors.
Okay.
That's when I'll do that. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm just gonna narrow it down and keep it minimal, and just fish and just try to adjust for that. I may add a couple other things into it, but it's gonna be minimal. You know, I think we're gonna just target and see if we can get a big bite. I think that's our plan.
Stay
you
focused
know?
on that, huh?
We'll get a big bite, you know, see what we can get on that, and we'll go from there. I'm really excited about the Defiant. You know, I'm just curious. I'm very curious about that bait, and I think we'll be able to get a couple fish on that. I think if we put it in the right place.
Well, brother, it's early in the year, early in the season, and one of the homies is already putting in work as of today.
Oh.
So, I mean, you're talking, how many pounds did we say? 48 pounds for 4 fish or so?
48 pounds for
45
fish.
to 48 pounds, you know, just a rough guesstimate.
Oh, that's just a record. That would have been some record size limit there to go by. I mean,
And to hear a man that's been doing it for decades to have that kind of exuberance in his voice and his inflection, you know, and excitement, it's pretty refreshing, man.
oh, that's just a shot in the arm, and just a reward, a day that you can probably not duplicate. You know, those days are 1 in a million, and to do it in a few hours. You know, from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
It was not long actually to do that, to do some of that damage.
It's wild.
Pretty wild. And when you line it up, when everything lines up just right, you know, and you do your homework, and that man's done his homework, and he deserves it, and well respected.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Much respect.
And much love. That's definitely well deserved.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get him on the phone later and just pick his brain a
Definitely.
little bit. I love those conversations. Cool. So, 3 rods. You're not going 4?
I don't know. I'm thinking
The Dream Machine's got plenty of room.
yeah. I have a big bait rod, a Phoenix big bait rod. That's the smaller version. I was thinking just in case for a mid-sized bait, but
Maybe that new mag draft or mag slow that you got,
well, that's what I'm.
or that old school eagle that you were messing with.
That's
Something in that class. Big boot tail.
well. I can do the. You know what? Actually, I can do the 10 inch. I can do the 10 inch or the 9-10 inch eagle. I can do on that rod.
Okay.
I can do that on there. I got a smaller one there too, though. But that smaller one, I like to do other things with it too. So that rod might be a little bit too much for it, but yeah, I'll show you tomorrow on the water what I can do.
Sounds
Hopefully
good, brother.
if that materializes,
I like it.
you know, I will see. We'll definitely see. Yeah, but you need to get rigged up.
I know what I'm throwing.
You make it sound simple.
Yeah.
Dude, you got...
Yeah, see, I only got like 40 rods to rig. That's not even all of them. I left some at home.
No, I learned a long...
I'll probably have 6 or 7 on the deck.
I learned a long time ago when you're in the back of the boat, you just gotta just narrow it down and just try and fish to your strengths, and just don't try to just do exactly what the guy in front is doing. Change it up a little bit, you know. Unless the bite's just wide open, you know, I could see ya, but you know what?
So how are you gonna adjust when I start doing everything you're doing? Is that gonna mess with your head at all?
Not at all. I'm gonna have fun. I'll have fun. It'll be good. You know what?
Look over my shoulder, like, oh look, okay, I'm gonna mess with Kelly.
Hey, it's just gonna be. I'm enjoying to have a good time and to get my casting arm back.
Get your mechanics back into play. Get your body back.
Get myself back. It's
okay.
Going on 5 months. I haven't been on the water.
It's a long time for you.
It's crazy, you know. Yeah, 5 months. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's probably been about 4 weeks since I've gone bass fishing.
4 weeks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like legit gone bass fishing. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty big break for me. So I'm ready. I'm juiced.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, it sounds.
Well, you saw the condition of that thing.
Sounds like we're overdue.
Yeah, we are.
Definitely.
Yeah. It'll be a good time regardless. The weather's nice, you know. The rest of the country's in a frozen death grip. We're out here in shorts and a t-shirt. It's just 72 degrees outside today.
You know,
it's January.
Never was able really. I mean, Southern California, December and January, you're wearing jeans. Traditionally, up until the last couple of years, you know, it's like the weather changed. You know, and now you're wearing shorts 12 months out of the year. Seems like now. You know, unheard of. And
see, and I think that goes to the whole. And I know some people get really weird about this topic of discussion, but like the whole climate change. You know, when they hear the term global warming, they kind of assume that means that all temperatures in all regions are rising, and that's not what it means. Climate change really is a magnification of the climate. So it can swing extreme either way. It could be super hot, like we've had some record heat in the past year.
Yeah, it is. Right.
And they're obviously experiencing some record lows on the other side of the coin, because this is a giant system. The weather system across the planet is a very big, complex system. And it's not as simple as, oh, global warming doesn't exist because look, it's frozen here. Like, no, that's not how it works, people. You know, it's easy to make those comments off those basic assumptions, but it's just, there's a lot more to it. It's very complex, you know, a lot of factors, but this weather scenario here, like you're saying, is not normal.
No, I mean, I'm not used. I mean, I'm getting more acclimated, but it's not the norm. Hasn't been the norm, you know. And for me, you know, that 2 months, November, even half of November, sometimes all of November, it's been cold and just dreary. But now, you know, we got 75, 80 degrees banging on our doorstep 11 months out of the year, it seems like, you know. January, look at this. I mean, fish right now should be, I mean, the way it is right now, these fish are going to be wanting to come up, you know. We continue with this weather like we got. Gosh, it can bust loose in a matter of just a few weeks, you know. Interesting. Tomorrow, like I say, I keep thinking about tomorrow, and I'm just like, man, it's like a whole new lake for us tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And everybody will find out and realize what we're talking about when we're on the water tomorrow. But to me, it's
depending what we show them.
Yeah, well, it's like a whole new ball game. I look at it this way, you know. It makes it challenging, interesting, you know, because I don't like fishing like through the past, so to speak, so much. Get caught up into that. Yeah, I like to use things for referencing, but not to get stuck on a stuck mode.
Well, you know, we're going to one of these lakes that we're going to not talk about because we're never going to talk about the bodies of water we're targeting, but this is one of my home lakes, and like, you know, my buddies are like, oh, you're going to go hit your old milk runs, and I'm like, I might check them out, but like I'm not planning on only fishing history like you're talking about, because I'm expecting a lot of change. You know, these fish move and adjust and change all the time. That's the only constant, right, is change. And to be stuck in that mindset of chasing the past,
Yeah.
is I think where a lot of people get hurt.
Yeah, everybody's already pretty much got their sights and say, well, this is what we did last year, and you know, on and on and on. But you can see how I'm rigging already. I mean, I almost contradict some of it, but yet those are just basic colors. Depth's going to change, I know that. But as far as my color schemes, that's going to be textbook right there, textbook, you know, color schemes. And like I say, with the weather conditions, I mean, I got to see what's going on with the water, clarity, you know.
Just all the different pieces of the puzzle.
Water temperature too. I mean, I have no idea. You know, we'll see.
I would bet you it's in the low to mid 50s already.
I really don't know.
It has not been cold at night.
We've getting down into the
low 50s.
Yeah, we've had a few nights where it got in the mid 40s, high 40s, but that's only for a couple of days here and there. But predominantly it's been in the low 50s, maybe 49 occasionally, but typically it's been 49 to 50, 52. So yeah, as I say, those are stable conditions. I mean, for us compared to back east, this would be like, this is their spring already,
right?
You know. And I mean, they've already got the ice broke, and this is their spring condition right now, like what we have going on here. But for us, we're technically in winter. And,
yeah, I'll probably see similar conditions, both air and water temp and conditions, in May in Wisconsin that we're going to see tomorrow.
Right.
Very
right,
close.
Right. And when I go out there too, and as soon as I open my car door, as soon as I feel that air, as soon as I step out, I'm like, wow. It just already puts you in a mindset. You know, when you feel that temperature, you know, you're like, wow, okay. And you kind of get a mindset already, okay. And that kind of sets the pace. And then if the wind comes up, then it sets you into another pace. It's like, okay, this is what I got to do. Just all those little things as you're stepping into the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
it's cycling through, and you know, you got to just like, it's a travel, and then you're like, okay, I got to make some adjustments. You know, whatever you slept about or dreamed about the night before, whatever. Hey, you can throw all out the window. I'm here now. And this is what I feel, and this is what I see. I got to make an adjustment. Don't get caught into, well, I rigged like this, and this is what No, I kept it simple, but I can make some adjustments to balance out throughout the day. But I'm keeping it simple, and I'm keeping it stealth. And like I say, it sounds like a good idea. Bring the mag draft, you know. I bring a couple of those Mega Bass swim baits, or even if I just bring the, big bait special rod. Then I can, if I have a fallback, and I could throw some of your mid-size level swim baits to fill in the void.
I don't know if I have enough rods, bro. It might be a little light. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And here's a real curveball that people not familiar with Southern California and our situation may not even consider. So like, obviously we've done a lot of going through the motions mentally, formulating a game plan, going through your equipment and setting everything up, right? And it's all down to if they let us in the lake at the end of the day, because we still got to pass inspection. Have you failed any inspections? I have. I failed 2 or 3.
Oh. I've never failed.
All it takes is a drop of water. 1 drop of water, or in the early days,
you can have debris.
In the early days, it was just even any condensation,
or foreign, even.
It would be a terrestrial tree leaf.
A leaf.
Like, are you kidding me?
Vegetation of any kind.
Let alone a scale in your live well. If you had 1 scale in your live well,
you can be in line waiting to get in the lake, and literally, if the wind's blowing and it blows something in your boat, you're screwed. And the guys have been turned around.
Oh yeah.
Or guys, I've heard stories, guys being clean and dry and uncovered their boat, were in line, and I'm not going to mention the lake, but they were sent home because they had a wet boat. The guys who had their boats covered were allowed to go in. Does that make sense? No, but that's happened. The guys that had their boats covered, they let them go in. The guys that didn't have their boats covered, they turned them away. That doesn't make sense.
There's a lot of things that just don't make sense.
Okay, so that's living in Southern California. Now I know why everybody's moving to Texas.
Yeah.
Tell
them to enjoy July and August. I know I really did.
I gotta find myself a place to go for a period of time. I gotta
go further north, bro. It's nice up there in that part of the country.
Oh,
No, you're going back to Minnesota this year, right? You said.
I'll be in Minnesota. I'll be in Minnesota, Canada, and I'll be up at Clear Lake.
There you
I
go.
got a place up there for a week at Clear Lake, and who knows wherever else I end up. You know, I haven't been to the Delta in quite some time, but
nice.
We'll see where I venture off to.
That's the thing. This country is in no shortage of amazing destinations that I hope more and more people get out of their comfort zone and go explore. You know, it's easy to get trapped in the bubble, whether you're in LA, whether you're in New York, whether you're from Texas, whether you're from wherever you're from. It's easy to get stuck in that bubble and get comfortable and get timid about making the jump and taking the risk and driving 2,000 miles or whatever. Just do it, right?
Oh yeah.
Just
do it. If you can, you have the opportunity, go out there, take advantage of it, because you may not ever be able to go back. And at least if you can experience once in your lifetime, that's great.
Yeah, everybody come to California. It's easy out here. 10-pounders just jump in the boat. You know?
Whoa. Any
clown can catch a 10-pounder out here.
You know, catching a 10-pounder now is not easy. that's 10-pounders for me were like every year, but now, no, that's not the case anymore.
Really? So you're on a little bit of a double-digit drought? How many seasons are we talking here?
I haven't caught a double-digit in probably 2 years now.
It's a pretty long drought for you.
You know? Yeah. But I haven't been fishing a lot either. Also, taking care of my mom and dad, you know, caregiving and stuff. So, yeah, I haven't been able to get out there at the right times. And like I say, you know, I have more opportunities now. So
we got a golden one tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. We won't be able to do what we heard about what happened today, though, I don't think. Four fish for 48 pounds?
I don't know. I've done 4 fish for 40 pounds before there.
Yeah.
And
you got a little help tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah. Well, you
got a net man tomorrow.
No, I was gonna say you got the net man tomorrow. Speaking of net men, what do we got here? Code word legends.
Pretty funny, huh?